There we go. I did it. I did it. I think it's working now. Hey guys, welcome in.
Hello.
Hi.
Totally live again. My whole shit has totally not broken again for like the second week in a row, which is lovely. Not causing me like massive amounts of anxiety or stress this morning. No, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, basically we're not actually live right now, even though we might be live if you're watching it on Twitch or if you're watching it on YouTube. We're never live. This is a pre-recorded thing. Stop complaining. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's all just an illusion.
It's all an illusion. Exactly. So first off, last session, I had a technical error, which meant that I couldn't stream the session live, so we pre-recorded it. The technical error has came back. I fixed it, and then it came back, so I can't do it again. And it seems to be happening on Saturdays. I'm not quite sure why. I was having a bit of error midweek as well. But yeah, I don't know what's causing it. Other than it's more than likely my ISP. So, because it's nothing hardware-wise or software or anything like that. Everything is now updated and done, and yeah, it's still same intermittent problem. It's very annoying when you have a problem like this and you don't know how to fix it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So we're doing the same as what we did last session 2 weeks ago. We're pre-recording it because we're all very busy. We only have like a couple of hours in a fortnight to be able to record these things. So we're pre-recording it. Unfortunately, we don't have Kath. Down there. We don't have Kath. He's busy. So yeah, it's just the three of us today. Wait, 4. There's 4. I can count.
Wow.
It's because you've got a picture on your OBS. If you had your webcam live, Janice, I would know you're here, but
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Bumble, you're lame.
I know. The thing is, if Janice isn't here, I usually go to... We put Plum on, like that, right? And then if Drake's not here, and then if Animal's not here... I don't know why yeah, anyway. But, yeah. So now nobody's here. Yeah. But, oh wait, no, I need to do the transition. Oh, that's how that works. Why is it that all of a sudden I can't use OBS? Like,
Because you're a pro.
it's because I'm not live. That's why. I don't know how to use OBS when I'm not live. It's really weird. But anyway, I don't know. So, anyway, we'll get into it. We will kind of carry on as much as possible. It's only going to be a short session today for 3 main reasons. Reason number 1, it's England versus France in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, and I want to go and watch that later, and that kicks off at like 7 p.m. my time, which is usually about the time that we finish, but we're late starting because I was sorting out technical issues. Reason number 2, we don't have Kath, so I don't like to go too far ahead without a member of the party, just because it's very difficult to write them back in if we're doing story stuff. And reason number 3, I forgot what the third reason was. What was the third reason?
The third reason is because we want to eat bagels.
Because we want to eat bagels later. That's why. We're all hungry. Yeah. We're all tired. I can't literally... There was a third reason. I can't remember what it was. I discussed it with them before we started streaming. Anyway, let's get back into the recap, shall we? So, recap of last session. So after the party emerged from Zanmir's temple, the party found themselves in a pile of bodies back in the village El. They tried to piece together what had happened to them and their quest to fix the broken by heading north to Kaora. They bumped into members of the Resistance. After reuniting with Jacob, Plum found out he'd kind of observed all of the party as dead. He saw all of their bodies, including Plum, in L, in one form or another. This was only 2 days prior. So 2 days prior, Jacob had pretty much believed that Plum and her companions had died, had perished. To gain the trust of the resistance, Jacob gave the party 3 tasks to complete and then meet up with him in 5 days. From there, he would take the party to the blonde-haired elf, which turned out to be the Resistance's leader. They still don't know what the fuck is up with the bands that's on the wrist. They still don't know pretty much anything else. I think it's all been very vague. So they've been trying to find as much information as possible. Zamir was not very informative. Anyway, so from there, you guys, I believe we left last session after a long rest. You woke up in the morning. You were heading to the village of M. This was one of the tasks that Jacob gave you. He spoke about whispers of a mistreated half-elf child who needed rescuing from a farm. That was about it, really. And this farm was on the outskirts of M. As we come back down to the party, they've just kind of woken up, they've left camp, and they're walking down a dirt path, a trail, and they can see M just in the distance. The Golden Lake kind of is still towards the north of them, but there is a peninsula that goes into the lake, and M is kind of just on the side skirts of this peninsula. So it's a little bit further away from the lake than where L was. L was directly on the lake, whereas M is a little bit further away. So I'm going to bring the party to here, which isn't loading for me. It is loading. We're good. We're good. So we're in a place called M. It's very similar, you guys know, to that of L. It looks very similar. There's a lot of the same buildings being used. There are villagers kind of walking around. It looks a little bit bigger. A lot of the surroundings are filled with trees and foliage and stuff. And you can see farmland down towards the south area. There is a big building directly ahead of you on this road, and loads of different kind of... how do I switch back to the ruler? It's the ruler. So in this direction over here, which the stream can't see.
Yay.
I know, I hate it when that happens. Here. So this direction over here, these are 2 paths that kind of fork off. The main road kind of goes in that direction. This building here is very similar to the town hall style of a build that was in L. So it's very grandiose. It's quite big. It towers above the rest of the village. And then, yeah, so there's pretty much just like buildings all over everywhere, like here kind of thing. And then as you get further into the village, there are more buildings. Over to the right-hand side, there's like these odd tents on the ground. This is like all grassland over there. And right here, there is a cart. It looks like it's a market stall cart. I think we had some similar in L as well, if I remember right. But there's nobody there, and there's nothing on the cart. It's just kind of like left by the side of the road. And yeah, this map is not to scale either, so everything is going to look like... This cart is the same size of this house. So yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I kind of drew this in a rush this morning. It's fine. Okay.
Minor inconvenience.
So what do you guys want to do?
Call, I still smell really gross. I still have like bits of flesh in my hair because I failed my cleanup.
So you
Maybe I'll
all
have.
smell really gross, and
Yeah.
as you've kind of woken up and like walked towards M, like you have this weird stench. You know when like damp clothing, like if clothing's gone damp, and you've got that musty smell that just pops up like wet dog kind of thing. That's kind of what you guys smell like right now, and every so often you get this whiff. Like maybe the breeze brings it up and puts this wet dog smell into your path or something. So that's kind of what you smell like, but it's like more like rotten flesh kind of thing. It's not a nice smell.
Might go have a
Perfect to talking to children.
might go have a look, see what's on the cart, or have a look round, see if there's any like strongly scented flowers or anything nearby.
Sure. Yes. So which kind of direction are you going in?
Well,
You said this cart, right?
go, yeah, have a look at the cart, see what's
Okay.
on it, if anything.
Okay, so that cart. Yeah. So roll me. Well, actually, I'm not going to make you roll for this because the cart is kind of like just out in the open. There's not really anything there, but on the side of the cart, it does say meat pies. So
Okay. Any? All right. Okay. Fair enough.
there's nobody at the
Any-
cart. There's nobody at the station, but there's potentially people in the. Oh, I know why you guys can't see my pings. It's because I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. I was on the GM layer. That's why you couldn't do it. I was like, why is this not working? But in these tents over here, there's potentially people, villagers, that are sleeping in there, maybe, or maybe they're awake. You know, you're not sure. You can see people kind of like in the distance over here. And there's a lot more activity going on down in that direction. Which the stream still... why doesn't the stream see that direction there?
I want to like approach the tents and see, like what kind of people are in the tents. Like, are they halflings? Are they
Sure.
humans?
Roll investigation check, please, Plum.
Investigation helps find.
So the sort of things that you would find it in the tents, probably like some rolls, sleeping mats, that sort of thing. They're quite big tents, and they're living quarters. There might be the odd sign of like tools or something, but nothing of value. And there's not really any indication of like what sort of a race would be sleeping in these tents. They are quite big though, so you can probably assume,
Safe to say.
yeah, that they're for a larger person, human-wise.
Okay.
So what kind of time of day is it? And we haven't seen anybody about.
Morning. No, so there are people. There are people kind of like, I haven't put them on the map because I can't be asked. There are people
Okay.
around, kind of down in this direction, down there, and also kind of some people hanging around over there as well. But there's not very many
Okay.
people around.
Is it quite early in the morning? Is it sort of
It's
like
quite
late
early, yeah.
mid-morning?
It's
Quite early,
still quite
okay.
early, yeah. You guys woke up from your camp quite early, and you got into L quick. You're on a deadline,
Okay.
so I think.
Okay.
Right, so we have this kid to rescue on the farm. Should we see which farm he's at? I'm not sure. He didn't really say
Where?
which farm.
It looks like all the farms are to the south. You see those fields over there? That looks like farmland. Should we head over that way?
Yeah, maybe scout it out. Try not to make too much of a scene until we figure out what our plan is.
Aye.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Alright then.
So as you walk past, you haven't done it yet, but as you walk past this building here, someone actually steps out. It's like an elderly gentleman. He says, "Oh, you guys, what a odd bunch of," and then kind of like goes back in. He doesn't really say anything directly to you. He just looks at you and is like, "Oh," and then kind of goes back in his house.
Wait, come back. You have a different voice than we're used to. It's like we're actually talking to somebody different.
Shut up.
We'll give him a morning, sir, on the way past.
Oh yes. Morning. Are they yours? He's talking to you, Drake. Did those three belong to you?
Hello,
Three?
do you want free hugs? And I walk up to the man.
Jesus.
No, please stay away, thank you.
Okay. And I walk away back again.
I think belong's a bit of a strong word. Attached, perhaps.
Attached, yes. Okay. Well, I mean, what brings you to M?
Adventure.
So, by the way, this elderly gentleman, he is a human. Just so you're aware.
All right.
And he's talking directly to Drake and ignoring everything else.
Kind of racist.
This is
Just a bit. Okay, I'm gonna sense that, you know, I feel like I would understand the situation considering what I do. I'm just be like, "Sir," and I'm speaking to Drake. "Sir, we have to get going. We have an appointment to keep over there at the farm."
I'll take the hint. Yeah, okay. I say, nice to meet you, chap. But yeah, we like I say, busy.
Yes,
Busy day ahead of us. Have a good one.
Welcome to M. And he goes back in his
Wait,
house.
goodbye.
He goes back into his house. I'm not even. I was going to make you roll for something then, but I just rolled a 1, so I'm not even going to bother. Whatever. Fuck it. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I feel like that is like.
He leaves the door wide open, and you see a ball of treasure.
Rolled 1, and we're like all motivation lost for everything.
Yep. I think that's the first time I've rolled a 1 as well in this campaign.
So basically, the dice said, "Shut up, Bumble."
Yep. Right. Anyway,
We dodged the bullet there because it's like we're looking for a boy, but I don't know his name, or like, will any boy do? I have no recollection of the details.
So as you kind of go down, heading to about here, you can see a fairly tall building, kind of just towards the north. There is a solitary building down this road. Down that road down there, and that has like kind of fencing around it that leads into the back. There's not really anything that you can see past that because all of this is kind of low tree line kind of thing. You can see these fields over there, which I realize I need to. You know, I need to do this with the on the stream side. So. You can see those fields over there. This is all very much... It's not thick tree, but it's enough that, you know, it's in the way kind of thing. There's multiple trees, multiple bushes, that sort of stuff in the way. As you get past this building, which is quite a big building, you will kind of see another big building over here on the skyline. These are all short, small... buildings and stuff round here, and you can see this one poking out over the top, and there's there's smoke coming out of one of the chimneys kind of thing, and it looks very interesting. There's also quite a lot of talk and rustle coming from this area, but there is also this building down to the south, which kind of stands out as well.
Right, I'm gonna.
Basically, I'm giving you two options.
I'm gonna pull Flint and the dwarf,
Yeah.
because I refuse to call him anything other than the dwarf. All right, listen, you two. We're gonna have to pretend that Mr. Tall Man, sir, is our master. I'm getting a sense that these people don't like us very much. I get it. It's a bunch of bullshit, and obviously this tall man has nothing on us. But we just gotta do what we gotta do to get through this. Womble, is like this. Some of the buildings is it like a plantation? Like, how rich are these farms? You know what I mean?
It's definitely richer than L, but it's still
Okay.
it's not what you would find in the cities. I mean, it's
Right,
a
okay.
village out in the sticks kind of thing. But they've got more commerce, and probably because they've got farmland and stuff, a lot more farmland and
Okay.
trade going on. But yeah, it's not like super rich. They're not nobles. A lot of the nobles would live in the cities.
All right. So what I'm thinking is maybe we can pose as, Drake trying to buy the child off of these farmers. If we are trying to avoid bloodshed, which I believe we agreed to before we set off, that we're trying not to kill people these times.
Hold on a second. Why is it my cash?
Not your cash. I'm not saying just your cash. I'm just saying you're gonna have
Oh,
to
good.
pose as our person of trying to acquire another hand person creature.
Okay.
I feel like that might be a way. I'm not sure. I guess we can still scout it out to see how this is, but I'm not liking the look at this at all. I did not like that gentleman that we just came across. I've dealt with his kind before, and they're just
Oh,
not.
he's a bit old. You know what these old folk are like. Mind you, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I was all for going after the Dreyard. You could have avoided dealing with people. I mean, why do you want to come here and deal with all the people with? I don't know. But yeah, all right. Well, I tell you, this boy, he was a worker, wasn't he? He was working on the farms. Maybe we can have a quick look and see if he's on one of the farms, actually working. I mean, it's daylight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go see if we can find him.
All right then, master. Let's go.
Oh God.
Okay, so which kind of direction are you heading in?
I guess we'll go north of the big tree and just have a look at the fields.
Sure.
See if there's any boys out working in the fields.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, so in the fields are completely empty. They've got crops and stuff in. So that they're like kind of midway through the season. What I think we said that it was like the end of summertime, didn't we, in Mariam?
It could be.
Yeah, so
Sure.
but anyway, like it's not time for harvest just yet. So a lot of these fields and crops have all had they've all got different types of vegetables and things in. There are a few that are empty and don't have anything in, and are ready to be sowed. Because obviously with a village like this, you would have rotational crops like for the different seasons and things, so you could harvest different things at different times. There doesn't appear to be any livestock or anything in these fields either. They're all open, so they've got like this pathing that kind of like heads through the fields, and it actually stretches on for quite a way, a lot further than what I've drawn here. So it actually heads off down to the south, and there's just like kind of like a big long array of these like empty grass field kind of things. There's nobody working on them. The only kind of people that you can see, if you're looking for people in particular, are kind of emanating from what this is, this area over here, which is kind of like a square. There's like kind of like a well in the center. And this building now, which you can kind of see, is the local tavern. You've also got some residential type buildings around here, and you don't know what these three buildings are because you can't quite make them out. this building here. What was that building? Oh, I don't actually have anything as that a building. Never mind. That's just a random building. It's probably some sort of store or shop, but it's not open at the moment. So yeah. So like I said, there's not anyone working on these fields that you can see. Over here, there are more tents.
Okay.
Right,
So
I
just-
think I hear people over there. We go see who's over there.
Just as a while we're paused here, do you remember what the boy's name was, or who he was sold
We ever
to?
got it.
Did we ever get it?
Only-
Just a boy.
Yeah, we only know that he's an half elf, that his foster parents are humans, and that it was a farm near him. Those were the only details that we were given as far as my notes go.
Okay.
That is correct.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And we haven't, like, the only actual person that we've seen is the old man, correct? Like,
Yeah,
There's
that's the only
no-
person that has been close enough to be able to interact with. You might see people
okay.
walking, passing in the distance kind of thing. There might have been people passing, but like they're kind of doing their own thing. As you're getting closer to the tavern, though, there is someone kind of, again, like kind of actually emerges from the tavern itself, and they stop in their tracks and look at you.
Mhm.
So, hello? Can I help you for?
Hello. How you doing? Good morning.
Hey, good morning. What are you doing in our fair town here?
Out for a stroll. Nice morning.
All right, just
Good day,
strolling through, are you? You just strolling through?
Well, at the minute, yeah.
Hey, okay. What do you mean at the minute? How long you were here for?
Not long. About I don't know. I mean, we got stopped by old man at the house. We had a chat for a few minutes, but not long. About I don't know.
Are you lot here for a trade?
Well,
Oh,
we looked
Jesus.
there was a wagon up there, but there was nobody about.
All right. What's your name there, fella?
My name, Drake. What's your name?
He kind of looks at you, looks a little bit suspicious, and then walks away.
Charming fella. All right then. Should we carry on?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, master.
Yeah, let's. I wanna know what's going on. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Well, maybe you should hightail. Maybe you should you know, duck around the corner and keep an eye on him. See where he goes. Did he? You said he came out of the tavern. Did he look a bit inebriated, or was he all right?
No, he was perfectly. He looked perfectly sober, but he's
Okay.
so he's disappeared off back down this direction, back into like kind of the square, and he's pulled someone to one side and he's whispering in their ear, and it's kind of where you've got up to.
Okay. Should we get a quick march on and like do a quick U-turn?
Might
Before
be a
they
good
come in.
idea.
Wait, okay. I don't know.
Do you want me
kinda
to
wanna
answer
know-
that message, Plum?
I mean, as long as like if it's okay if you answer this, it was just more of a little like, oh my gosh, is this happening to my party mates? But you know,
I'm not going
Like-
to answer that question.
okay, that's what I figured. But like, okay,
You have to find out.
because if it is, then we could see if he's being auctioned off. And right, I don't know. I'm getting a bad sense that this might be a slave auction,
Yeah.
and
Oh, right.
we might find the boy actually for sale that we could just buy him. Depending on, I don't know how sometimes these, transactions go. We get the slave immediately, and sometimes we have to wait a day for paperwork to go through. If we have to wait a day for the paperwork to go through, we might be able to just steal him away during the night wherever they're storing him. I'm not really sure, so I do think we need to find out how this is all going to go down. See where they're keeping him, if they are actually even selling him. If this is a slave action, I don't know. But I'm getting stressed out because now I want to free all the slaves.
Well, should we go take a look then?
Yeah.
All right, we'll head round. We'll go see what the ruckus in the centre of the town is.
Oh, I just got the notification, Womble.
What notification?
First African nation ever
Oh,
to
have they won?
advance.
Did they win?
Yeah.
Ooh, very good. So was that 1-0? Yes, it is. Wow,
Sorry,
1-0.
sorry.
Oh, wow, they are very, very pleased right now. Yeah. So, by the way, we're
Yeah,
recording
side
this
note.
on Saturday the 10th, and I like the football, and Portugal
World
just
Cup.
got knocked out by Morocco, which is fucking amazing. Well done, Morocco. So they're in the semi-finals. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on.
Sidetracked.
Yeah, a little bit. So which direction are you guys going to?
Towards the commotion, I guess, and like
Okay, sure.
I'm
Yeah, just
gonna,
round
like,
into the centre.
Sure. Yeah, so as you
follow
kind of
Drake's lead, make sure he's really, the forefront person, looking down, trying to like be, very blend in the scenes, but still observing type of a thing. You know what I mean?
Sure. As you kind of like go around the corner, the two people that were kind of like discussing have actually walked off. They've just gone. They've disappeared in that direction, kind of thing. So you kind of see them go around the corner, and they're just like discussing, and they don't seem like they're bothered or anything like that. But they're just having some sort of discussion as they're walking down the road. As you get into the center, this is kind of like a well kind of thing, but it doesn't look like it's functioning, and it doesn't look like it's functioned in quite a while. But it is quite clearly kind of the center of the area. In the distance somewhere, you can hear "Hot pies for sale! Hot pies for sale! Get your pies!"
Oh, I could go for some pie. And I start walking away towards the voice.
So
Jesus.
the voice would be behind the inn here.
Okay, so I start walking that way.
Sure. Are we splitting the party, or are we kind of moving as a group?
Is there anything else happening in the centre here?
Yeah.
So at the moment, the inn, the bar, tavern kind of thing, it looks quite busy in there.
Okay.
There's quite a lot of commotion. There's a hot fire going. What you would presume is probably a fireplace or something, because there's smoke coming out of the chimney, and it's a very pleasant smell. And you can probably smell like roast meat, that sort of thing, stews, all sorts of nice, rich foods, probably breakfasty foods more than anything that you can smell. But yeah,
Oh, my tummy be
that's
Humberling.
that's the aroma.
I tell you what. Let's follow the dwarf's instincts. Maybe go ask the vendor. What's going on in the pub?
Good to me. I definitely don't think we should be leaving that dwarf alone.
No, I got a feeling he might get himself into trouble.
Yeah.
We'll follow the dwarf round to shack, the wagon.
Okay, so as you're kind of approaching, you see a vendor on this wagon here. And he's saying, get your Bron pies, hot pies, Bron pies, Bron's very own pies, hot pies here. Hello, sir. Hello. Would you like a pie?
Hello.
Would you like a pie?
Yeah, sure. I would like a whole pie.
He looks at you a little bit there, Cliff, kind of shakes his head a little bit and then says, okay, you can have a pie, but then turns back to Drake. Is it okay for him to have a pie?
Yeah, he's not the smartest, but he's got the muscle. Keep him happy. He's good for.
Would you like a pie, sir? What about your purple-haired friend and the? And he looks at Flint and is like the.
No, best not feed those ones.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes, no, I wouldn't feed them either. Would you like one yourself, sir?
No, thank you, no.
Okay, so it's just 2 silver pieces for the one hot pie.
Pay the man.
I grab it to my pouch and I give him 1 gold coin.
He looks at you for a second. You let them carry money? Oh. How very forward-thinking. You don't see that sort of forward-thinking outside of the cities. I applaud you for your... Just have to maybe... And he kind of like goes into a low voice. Maybe don't let other people know that they are allowed to carry money, okay? And then hands over the hot pie and takes the... Animal, do you even have any money left?
I have 1 gold coin that I just gave the man.
Say.
Yeah, that works then.
He takes the gold coin and... gives you 8 silver pieces. You were very lucky in return.
Nice. And I'm like, do you want any piece of it? And I just look at at the rest of the
so the pie is it's a meat pie. There's a lot
Yeah.
of meat and gravy and stuff inside of it.
How big is it?
It's kind of like that big, like kind of cups into your hand kind of thing, you know. It's a good pie. It's good pie size.
So I
Want a
just
meat
start
pie
eating
for
it
real.
basically. I devour it away, and in like a minute it's gone, basically.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a good pie. I have all the windows open, but I don't know where they are. There.
It's gonna get gassy, guys.
This. Where?
We're just gonna keep smelling.
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so yeah, no, it tastes okay. Actually,
That's
it's a little bit
pie.
bitter.
Oh.
It's not the best pie you ever had. It's not. You're not really actually that pleased. It's fine. And yeah, it's a bit bitter and it leaves a little bit of a weird taste in your mouth. But it's a good pie.
Okay.
It's a good pie.
So while he's busy munching, I'll ask the so what's the hubble and bubble in the inn going on? It looks a bit busy for this time of morning.
Well, we usually correlate in the tavern over there. It's in the Grand Red Inn. We like to collect as a community, and you know. Are you new to the village? I've not seen you before.
I strolled in just this morning.
Oh, I see. A visitor as well. And then he looks at your companion Drake and says, "Oh, have you came to sell them?"
Not these ones.
Oh,
These are my travelling ones. They're quite useful. They have their unique uses. Not collectively
Pocket-sized,
they're useful.
easy for travel.
roll me a deception check.
Oh, dice. Do stuff. Right, okay, hold on. Deception.
Did you
Okay,
see my
hopefully
note?
that's done something.
I saw it, John. Travel wands. Why would you need them for travel? His tone has dropped at this point.
Oh, the big one's good at carrying stuff. Admittedly, the drunk one's not. Yeah, well, it can be a distraction. But this one's not got bad eyes. Sees a lot of stuff coming, you know.
I like bow to him, like in.
Plum, roll me a performance check.
Oh, I fucking hate you.
In fact, actually, everyone at this point needs to roll a performance check, apart from Flint, who is doing this flawlessly, because I can't be bothered to get his character sheet up.
Well,
I mean,
his performance is
he's a
usually
bard
high
anyways.
anyways. Yeah, so I'm sure he would have passed regardless.
Where is it?
I don't think he's failed once on his performance.
No, he has like +4 or 5, I think.
So you mean
He's a
plays the
bard.
drunken
He's a
idiot
bard. Of course he does, right?
perfectly.
By the way, Flint is still there. He's just remarkably quiet because, you know, he's there. He's absorbing. Like he's just kind of like in the background.
Well, he to be fair, we did push him a lot last session, and you know he's probably just brooding.
He's
and you
drinking. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Okay, so he kind of like looks at you, Plum. It's like, you really need to teach her manners. Anyway, I would recommend, if you would like, to go into the Big Red Inn and grab a brew. Maybe we can, as a village, we can figure out some trade or something. But welcome in. And then he goes back to shouting, "Hot pies! Get your hot pies!"
All right. I think we'll take a walk round the corner and maybe go collaborate together, like what we think out of earshot.
Sure.
Because I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place.
I mean, that's the only one.
Listen here, dwarf. He is your master right now, so you cannot just go off wandering around approaching these people. If you do, we can get in a lot of trouble. Do you understand me?
What do you mean? I just got this spot. I like pie. I like.
And you
good
have your
food.
pie now. You're full. I mean, I know you're not full. I know you can just eat and eat and eat, but you got your little snack. Let's finish our business and just behave. And I boop one on his nose.
And I boop back. Boop.
Are you kind of like doing this in the middle of the street here still?
No, to the side.
Whereabouts
Like-
exactly?
On the side.
Which side? There's multiple sides.
The
Well,
other side.
Like, you know, somewhere like off that's not crowded. You know?
Yeah, so I mean, the streets are fairly empty at the moment.
Yeah, like it's just to the side, you know, like I pulled him to the side.
Okay,
and
so
just, like,
we'll say like here,
shunning
right?
him.
Like this spot there.
okay.
Which, yeah, that's fine. Sure.
I don't know if I want to go in this inn.
I
It
know.
sounds a bit ominous to me, to be honest. But okay.
I'm gonna
see,
have to
you
have
could've just
a
gone in there
lot
with
of
a-
self-control.
Bloody dryad.
We're going
That's
there
in character,
next.
by the way. Oh,
Where did Trey go?
Drake's underneath you,
damn.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
The whole pile up here.
Okay, so the entrance is round this side. So if you did want to go in there, you don't have to. If you did want to go in there, that's where the entrance is. As you kind of walk back round this direction, someone comes out of this building here and kind of bumps into you and says, "Oh, yes. Sorry, that's the wrong voice. Wrong voice. Hello. How's it going?
Hello. Not bad, you?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. He kind of looks
good?
at the other three. Oh, that's a dwarf.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not fucking Marcus, are you?
No.
All right, that's all right then. And then kind of
Take it as
carries on
human.
going. He is human, yes.
I wonder what would happen if I said yes.
He carries on going. He's gone past you now.
Mm-hmm.
And disappears kind of in that direction. Which, for the sake
Mark has certainly got a bit of a rep.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Not surprised. All right. I don't know what's best, to be honest. I don't know if you two are going to get in less trouble in here or less trouble out there.
Point I don't know either. I'm not sure
I mean,
if
to
I'm
be
going to
honest,
like what's
I don't know if
inside.
I don't know if I want to go in the pub on my own, to be honest. We could just leave this place. Like I said, I mean, one boy, I mean, if they're going to use him on the farm, he'll be all right for a while, surely.
So if that's what all they're going to do with this poor child, and so if we're trying to impress a rescue operation and we don't rescue a child, I don't think that will go over well.
Well, maybe we'll find another one on the way.
So, just so you're aware, it took you a day to get here. So if you go back, it's going to take another day. So, and you've only got 5 days.
Oh, jeez. What a mess you guys have got me into. All right, fine. All right, let's go in the bloody pub and... What it's going to be is going to be, isn't it? All right. Let's go find out what the hubble and bubble in there is.
Sure. So,
I'm going to start walking in there.
as you enter into the tavern, it's actually quite a nice looking place. There's probably a couple over to one side in the corner, both human. In fact, everyone in the tavern is human. I'm sure you're fairly well aware of this at the moment. You haven't seen any other races. It's only been humans. Some of them might look up as you walk in, and then they put their heads back down. At the bar, there is a very old, like really crinkly old human who has ridiculously long hair, a long beard kind of thing. His hair is like all sorts of, like everywhere, kind of spiky, grey kind of hair kind of thing. It's just a mess. And he's kind of muttering to himself. Well, yes, no, I definitely agree with that. And he's quite loud. The barkeep is behind the bar, and he's just kind of nervously watching this man.
Did my companions come in with me, or are they waiting outside?
I come in, I guess.
Okay.
Going in, I'm going in.
All right.
It's gonna be fun.
So, maybe, like, at this point, there will be some of the other humans kind of like, look up and look at Drake this time, because now his companions have walked in as well. And they might just, like, look, like, it's the similar sort of reaction. Uncertainty, but then they've gone about their own business kind of thing.
All right.
They haven't spoken to you or anything like that. The barkeep, he does look at you, and he kind of folds his arm a little bit. He looks very uncomfortable. But then at that moment, you hear the old man at the counter just go, oh, yes, I'm going to find it.
All right. Well, I'll walk up to the bar and say it's pretty busy in here this morning. Pretty lively.
Hey-oh, yeah.
It was the liveliest.
It always is. I presume you're new to M.
Yeah, I just walked in this morning.
Right, okay. Them with you.
Aye, yeah. Yeah,
Down.
give him a rattle tattle of your jugs. Like, look at Flint.
Sure, he blows on his jugs and. Oh, I see. He blows on his jugs. He does whatever Flint does, and actually does a pretty good performance. And the barkeep goes, "Oh, I see. Yes, yeah. You're traveling entertainers. I see. Okay. Well." I mean, we could do with some form of entertainment in the inn if you wanted. We could probably pay you about 2 copper pieces a night, if that's all right. Probably only do it towards the weekends, though. Don't get too much custom during the week. But yeah, standard kind of fees for traveling performances. We can't give you any hospitality or anything like that. You got to go and find rooms somewhere else in the village, or just camp out outside of the village. That's usually preferable. That's usually what we do with the performances. They camp outside the village. They've usually got traveling stuff and whatever like that. But yeah, so 2 copper pieces a night. Is that good for you?
Well, there are 4 of us, and I think 2 for me and 1 for each.
Oh, you're paying them as well?
No, you're paying me.
All right, okay. I like someone who drives a bargain. So what? That's 2 and 1 and 1 and 1. So that's
Plus the tips.
That's so how much is that?
6.
That's 6, 7.
Roll me a
Oh
deception
my
check.
There you go.
Yep, that's 6. Yeah, you're right. It is 6. Yeah, all right then. 6 copper pieces, but it better be a good bloody show. Okay.
All right, we'll be.
All right. Okay.
So
Well,
when are you busy then?
probably about. Well, I mean, we're just finishing breakfast now. Maybe not at breakfast. It's usually in the evenings. So, like I said, usually towards the weekend kind of thing. Maybe. Or just before sunset, you could start up. You can maybe do all other sorts of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, just before sunset, and then I'll pay you. I'll pay you after the show. And you said you wanted to keep your own tips, yeah?
Well, that's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is. Sometimes you give us, sometimes performers come in, give us, 10% of the tips,
Well, if we bring in extras in, you're going to be getting more drinks sold.
Oh,
More food
extras!
sold.
Extras! Everyone comes to this place anyway. What are you on about? This is the only tavern in the bloody village. Ain't getting no extras. Everyone comes here.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're merry, they're going to buy more.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right.
Yeah, win-win, you see.
Okay. Right, yeah. Roll me a persuasion check. Yep, I agree to your terms then. All right. So that'll be 6 pieces. He gets out kind of a ledger. 6 pieces. What was your name? What was the name of your performance?
Drake. Drake's travelling band.
Drake's travelling. Funny bloody name, right? They keep getting really weird, these. Drake's travelling band. 6 copper pieces. Sunset. Cool. Okay, alright. Is there anything else I can do for you?
If we end up this way again, have you got any special events that happen at any point? Any any nights that might draw a bigger crowd in. You know, might need
Special
cover,
events.
might need a.
We got the harvest coming up. I don't know what you mean, special events. We're a
You
small
need more out for
village
the
on...
harvest as well, because I nod towards a dwarf.
Well,
one.
I mean,
He's
harvest is
not
probably
bad
in
at
about
collecting.
30 odd days. If you want to come back for that, you could do. It's usually quite a good hotspot for people coming through traveling. Then, but
Yeah.
no, we don't really do much events in the village. I don't.
Yeah, maybe an idea for you.
Oh.
What's his story anyway? Matey boy that's muttering to himself there.
Oh, him? I don't know. He's a traveller as well. He's just appeared. Look, between you and me, he's really weird. But he rolled up this morning, and I ain't seen him before.
All right,
But he pays well, tips well, so you know.
fair enough. Oh, maybe I'll see if I can get one off him on the house then. Thanks very much, and
well, you can
yeah,
try.
maybe see you later. See you later.
Wait, do you want a drink?
Well, give us a second. I'll go say hello to this chap.
If you're staying, you've got to have a drink.
I don't know if I'm staying yet. I mean, I'm coming back later. Can I have a drink later?
Right then. He kind of goes off and starts cleaning something on the side. So the bloke, the old man who is, I don't know why I said bloke, that's something, it's a regional thing. The old man.
Hiya, bloke.
Yeah. The old man that's at the counter. He's actually he's actually holding quite a big staff, quite a long, tall staff. His clothing, it's very old. It looks very flamboyant and colourful, but it's as though the colours were set in the clothing 50 years ago. So it's all like very faded now, but it's very, very flamboyant. Like as he approaches, he probably turns around. He probably notices that you've walked in as well. And he says, "Oh, hello there. What can I do for you?"
Hey, good morning to you. How you doing?
Well, how am I doing today? I'm doing very well today. It's very nice beer in here.
Well, good. Glad to get your recommendation.
So
So you come far. I hear you arrived today.
Arrived. I've always been here.
Oh, I got told you came in today. Oh, maybe
Came in. Yes, I suppose I did come in. Yes. He kind of looks over your shoulder. What are your friends doing? What introduce yourselves. Hello. And he looks at Plum, Cliff, and Flint, and like kind of very warm looking face in his eyes. Hello.
Hi,
We'll give him an introduction.
No.
What nice little creatures. Oh, hello.
Good, great meeting you.
Oh, so do you have names? My name's Dilligas Wind River.
My name is Cliff.
Gas. Wind Weaver?
Wind River.
River? Sorry.
Wind River. Yes. So what was that? Your Cliff? Cliff? You said
I'm Cliff.
you're Cliff. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
nice to meet you, Cliff. And you are?
Give a deep bow.
I'm a dwarf.
No, not.
Wait.
No, not you. I know. I can see you're a dwarf. I can very clearly see you're a dwarf. I'm not blind. I might be a little bit old. I'm not senile at all. I was talking to your nice little friend here. What's your name?
I give an eye roll towards the dwarf. I give a deep bow. Like,
Oh, no. I'll have none of that nonsense. What's your name?
My name's Plum, sir.
Nice to meet you, Plum, sir.
Oh my god.
Well, would you all like would you all like to take a seat? I'll tell you what. Let's get a table. That sounds like a good idea. Yes. Barkeep, we'll have a table, please, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5 beers, please. And he kind of goes off to one of the tables. And the barkeep kind of looks at him, like, kind of shrugs and pulls 4 beers for you guys, and then 1 for Dill, I guess. Flint, who was completely ignored, just goes to the bar and grabs all of the beers and starts to, like, literally just go, right, straight down. So Dilligast is kind of like sat on the table. Oh yes, come and sit down. Sit down.
Okay, I guess we go and take a seat.
I take the seat where I can the most view, like Doc Holliday style, where my back is to the wall so I can see. You know what I'm saying? If there is a wall, I don't know.
Yeah. So the table would probably have seats against the wall, kind of thing. So yeah.
And I'm right next to the fella, basically.
Sure. Oh, that's a very fragrant musk you've got get there. Where did you get it from?
Oh, there was this apothecary in L that sold us some potions that kind of went bad on us, I guess.
Oh, yes. Yes, very, very sad about L. Very sad indeed.
Yeah, we heard what happened there. That's not good.
Why? What happened?
Yeah, that was long before us, though.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I was just saying that it was before, but long old potions. Yeah. We had dealings there ages ago.
Oh, right. Wait, the musk is stuck around, or?
Yeah.
Well, I think the potions got old.
No. That's not it. That's not it. It's not potions. It's I recognize that smell. I've smelt it before. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyway, so what brings you to MM, eh?
Food.
Food. You want food? They do these. They do these pies. I've heard in this village.
Yeah.
Very famous for the pies. I've never tried them myself, but barkeep, we'll have 5 of your bron pies. I'll have, yes, please, thank you. And like the barkeep kind of looks aghast at this, but Dilligast is kind of shaking a coin purse and like he's like shrugs his shoulders and is like whatever, and puts some pies in like a fire stove.
So, what about yourself? What brings you here?
Oh, me. Well, I'm just passing through. Really, I'm looking for Elamar.
Oh, what's Alamar?
Elamar, you know Elamar. Everyone knows Elamar.
Oh, I'm not sure I do.
Oh.
Do tell.
Oh, well.
Sounds exotic.
It's between you and me. This is a complete secret. It's a forbidden island. Has powerful magic. Okay. Can't wait. I'm trying to find something. I'm not quite sure. I've lost something. I don't know what. But yes. I will find it. Elamar.
I wish you luck in that. Sounds
So
important.
the barkeep comes over with what is left of the beers, because unchecked Flint has kind of drank at least 4 of them.
Flint, he's got the ever-filling
Drink
jug.
it.
Has drunk all the genuine beer.
Yeah, they're like unchecked. He's drank all of them, and like so he's like probably got one mug of beer left, and gives it to Dilligast, and hand delivers 5 pies round the table, and then looks at Dilligast, and Dilligast looks at him, and then he looks at Dilligast, and there's a very awkward moment, and then Dilligast goes, "Oh, do I know you?" And the innkeep says, "That will be 15 silver piece, please." "Oh, yes, of course. Here, take it. And he hands over 2 gold coins, which is not 15 silver piece. You can all see this. But he hands them over. He hands it over nice and easy. Very quick. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. You saw you want these sitting at your table. Oh, yes, these are my friends. This is Plum, and this is Cliff, and this is... What was your name?
Drake.
Drake, and this is the drunk one. Yes, this is the drunk one. These are my friends, and I'm Dilligast. Nice to meet you, sir. Yes, yes, I know. You told me when you came in, your name is Dilligast. Right, okay, I'm just going to leave you... God bloody damn it, I'm not... 2 gold pieces, though, so it's all right. It'll pay off for it. And he kind of, like, walks off. Yes, no, I'm here looking for Elamar.
Well, it's funny. We're I give Plum a look. It's like we're looking for something as well.
Oh, an adventure. What are you looking for?
We're just here to help people, and we're actually just looking for a small child. We heard that he might be in a way. That's all. But what you said that you lost something.
Yes.
Was that something that we can help you find, sir?
Yes, I lost something. I lost, I don't know what I lost. I lost something. Something's missing. But a child, you say? Oh, a child. I've seen children. I saw children around. They were in the fields with the animals. Or was it the trees? It might have been the trees or the animals. I don't know. It's one of them. They were definitely in the fields. There's a farm nearby. I reckon they had children. They definitely had children, yes, lots of them.
Lots of children, you say?
Yes, lots of children. Definitely seen lots of children. It's by the farm. It's towards the away from the lake. Yes, away from the lake. Maybe that's where you could find your lost child.
Thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate your help.
At the moment Dilligast mentions children, the rest of the bar goes completely silent.
Damn it.
The barkeep looks over and he says, I really think you've had enough there, sir. And he's talking to Dilligast. He's kind of ignoring you guys. I think you've had enough. I think you've drank too much, and you're seeing things, obviously, sir. So, yes, if you'll kindly go on your way. Thank you very much for coming by. And Dilligast kind of, oh, I do apologize. I didn't realize. Here, I'll give you another gold piece. Thank you very much. You've been ever so kind, barkeep. And he's completely unfazed by this. He doesn't notice the atmosphere has completely changed. Everyone is staring daggers at Dilligast right now. But he is completely oblivious. And he kind of, he gets up, picks up his staff, picks up his sack. He's got a big book that he picks up and puts away. He's got all sorts of stuff that he's kind of like picking up, and it's like, oh yes, oh wait, hold on 1 second. Wait, you said you were looking, you were looking for a child. Here, I'm going to give you, I'll give you this, and then he passes over a piece of parchment to you, Drake. It's completely blank.
Okay.
And he gets his staff and he like kind of touches the end of the parchment. and it kind of comes alive, and there's ink that just appears everywhere around, and it's some weird form of magic, something that you've probably not seen before. But the parchment, like the ink bleeds out of the parchment, and then it like solidifies in a place. And this is what you see. How do this? That is what you see.
Cool.
And it's a drawing of the Golden Lake. You can see L, M, and then there's another settlement towards the north called R. In the center, there is an island called LMR, and then there's some other places and scribbles and things on there. It's very rough. It's scribbling. It's not like a proper artist's map that you would maybe pick up from a store. It's the scribblings of where different things are in relation to other things. So there's the mountains, and there's ransom wood on there as well, and there's all other sort of stuff. But that is, and he gives it to you, and then he said, he goes to leave, and then turns around and says, "Oh, wait, yes, you won't be able to activate it, will you? No. And he sees your staff, and with the tip of his staff, touches yours, and your staff burns. Yeah, you cross it. It burns, and embers flare from the tips of your staff, and then it goes dull, and you can feel, if you touch it, it feels different.
Okay.
And he just says, "Oh yes, well now you'll be able to turn the map back on." And then just kind of gets up and kind of waddles away. "I'll see you around. I'm going to Elamar now. Bye." And like,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. And he's going around the entire tavern and like saying, "Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. It was lovely, lovely food. Oh, it's a shame I didn't get to eat my pie. I would have loved to have had that. But oh well, bye now." And he leaves.
While he's doing the rounds, I suggest to these guys that we'll maybe take a quick exit while everyone's busy with him. Should we dive out quick?
Yeah.
I'll take the map, fold it up, pop it safe somewhere.
Sure. Yeah, so you leave and he's still kind of inside the building. And yeah, all of the attention... Actually, roll me stealth checks, please, real quick. To not be noticed. With advantage. I'll give you advantage. So I'll take the 22 there, Plum. I'll take the 20.
I'll do 2 rolls, so
Yeah.
18 and 7.
18. Yeah, I'll take the 18. Yeah, so you can slip out and nobody's really knows that you've gone. They don't kind of cotton onto it. Outside of the tavern, you see the man that spoke to you down here, kind of asking if you were in the village for trade. And he looks up and he sees you, and then kind of steps to one side, thinks about something, and then starts to approach.
Okay. Yes, we'll wait for him to say something.
Okay, so I think if you are in the place for trade, if you came to this, which I'm not sure if you are, however, I would strongly advise you leave.
Doesn't sound like a very good trade.
Yes, well, we have nothing for you to buy.
Well, I don't even know what you're selling yet. What if I'm selling?
What are you selling?
That's just it.
A D and a hope.
You don't know, do you? So who are you? To tell me
Yeah, it doesn't matter
what my
who I
business
am.
is and isn't.
Yes, well, I see how you're treating these things with kindness and respect. It's not appropriate in this place. This is M. We rise above the lesser beings, and you should do the same too.
Oi!
And he kind of storms
What
off.
do you say about me?
Roll me an intimidation check.
Eh. Oh!
He turns round and he's just like,
Do this all the time.
What did you say about
he
me
turns
and my
into the
friends?
quiver small man that he really is. Like you see him shrink down in fear, like proper fear. And before you know it, he turns and runs just point blank in the other direction. Like just
Yeah, that's
gone.
right. You better run. Talking to my friends like that. Bunch of
Animal get away
scum.
with this shit. It's bullshit. I come up with these color plans and then I roll like a fucking 2. And Animal just is like, "Ah!"
Hey, at least I'm standing up for you.
I love it.
So at this moment, Dilligast comes out of the tavern. And he said, "Oh, hello. Drake, that was your name. Drake, very nice to meet you. You forgot your pies." And he's got, like, all of the pies, and he, like, gives them to you.
Guy.
Right? Anyway, I need to be off. Goodbye. And he kind of, like, goes round the tavern corner out of sight.
Good luck on your travels. Thank you.
There's no
Good
response.
day, sir.
There's no response. In fact, actually, you hear a pop.
And he's
Okay.
teleported, I guess.
Well, what was that all about? No trade. There was the guy that came out the house, like over here.
That was the
earlier,
second
wasn't it?
guy that you talked to.
Yeah. I don't know.
So this guy
He was
over here.
very rude. How dare you talk to us like that?
I think what's going on here is that they're selling the children, maybe even eating them. I don't know, but I do feel like we
Gross.
need to figure out what's going on with these children. That wizard there, that probably went back to Hogwarts. I heard about this faraway land. They
I like
he said that
hogs. Tastes good.
they were being kept with the animals, so maybe they are with the, I don't know what they're called, barns. Maybe they're in
Stables?
a barn somewhere. Stables, yeah.
Fields.
You know.
So there aren't.
I'm a city
It
girl,
doesn't
okay?
look like there's
Shut up.
any like stables in the village itself. As far as you can tell, there's no livestock that
Didn't
you've
he
seen.
say? He said something about near the lake or off the lake.
Yeah, he didn't have
With the
any-
animals or the trees.
He's yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of trees.
But I think our best bet, if anybody else approaches us, is that if they are talking about child slaves, maybe you can inquire about a new slave that you're trying to get, and you like them young so you can train them to be well-mannered like us. And I give a dirty look to Cliff.
I gave the same look.
Hey,
Like
wow,
around
I'm coming up for
Cliff and
us.
Flint. Well trained, yeah.
And maybe we can sell it as Cliff. You have said that he is good for that hard labor. He can also be your bodyguard. I don't know, but I think that is our best bet, that you are trying to find a child to raise up with us and properly train, and maybe that can get us somewhere. All I know is that
I gotta collect them all. We need the set.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that is a very
Collector,
good
yeah.
point. You have 2 halflings and a dwarf. You are looking for an elf now.
What about
Sounds-
gnomes?
Collect them
Poor
all.
little gnomes. You've forgotten about gnomes and tieflings and all the other.
Hold on,
Yeah,
one at
that's
a
later on
time.
down the line. That's later on down the line, I would guess.
We've even come across those type of people
No,
in
you,
general yet, have we?
tieflings in general you probably wouldn't see. Gnomes are around, but they're not really in the cities or the villages. You have to go a little bit more north to find gnomes.
I figured. Okay. All right. So, do we try to look for the little boy, or are we going to go try to talk to somebody else?
Well, if we can park the dwarf safe somewhere, I mean,
Well, we might not want to get rid of him if he's supposed to be your bodyguard.
I am a very good bodyguard.
Yes,
I got all the
you
bodies that I can guard.
you guard Drake, sir. We
Yeah?
called you sir. you go Drake, all right? You make sure nobody hurts him, all right?
Yeah.
That is your new job.
All right.
And yeah, we'll just go from there.
So I
don't think we'll need to
basically-
park him.
From that moment on, I basically walked with my warhammer in my 2 hands at that point. Like, oi, anyone up for some battles? Kind of deal. Not really saying that, but more like I'm ready for anything.
Intimidating.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Not really trying to be intimidating, but trying to be ready. But in the process, I guess, being intimidating.
What? So wait, where are you going?
I don't
Oh
know.
no.
this is a very good question.
I don't think we decided
Oh, you're
that.
just like standing here being intimidating. I'm a little bit confused right now.
No, I'm walking with Drake, but I'm his bodyguard now. I'm supposed to protect him, so I'm standing there with the warhammer in my 2 hands and basically tossing it up and down, basically a little bit. On like the hammer part itself, the head part, tossing that part up and down.
Okay.
If that makes
But
any
what
sense.
kind of
Basically-
direct? Okay, so let me kind of like
that a bit.
explain what you see. So Morton to the northern way, that's kind of the direction of where the Golden Lake is. To the north, there are some more buildings up on the top of like kind of a little bit of a hill. There is nothing really going on over there. There was the human that headed in that direction that said, that mentioned Marcus, kind of brushed past you. Down in this direction, this is where the farms kind of are, so down towards the south, down there. So that's where the farmland is. And there is also the large building on its own by the farms.
I think we should check out those 2 buildings. But what I was going to suggest is if we can park the dwarf safe somewhere out the way, keep him. In fact, have we got any of those pies left? Just give him those pies.
Yeah, I think
Sleep it
Dilligas
off.
gave you all 5, so he gave you his as well.
Yeah. So maybe we go. Maybe if you can keep an eye on the farms and see if there's anybody actually working out
so
there.
I mean, if site-wise way, this kind of collection of trees might be a good place to store your dwarf.
Yeah.
There's over here as well. There's some trees there. There's there's kind of like trees all the way around the village, kind of thing. So
All right. Well, yeah. I tell you what. I mean, this because the trade idea is fine, but we don't have anybody to actually trade with. So what I was going to suggest is maybe if we shapeshift into a rat potentially, then maybe go and check out some of these other buildings. Like maybe a little bit more stealthily, or undetectably, perhaps.
Yeah.
So if I will presume that
Will they meet
Flint
back?
is going with.
Cliff. We're gonna tell
Cliff.
Yeah.
Flint to look after the dwarf.
Yeah,
Got you. Okay.
this is gonna end so badly.
I know this is gonna be horrible.
So Flint is just gonna sit down and play on his thing, and I'm just
On his
sitting
thing.
there eating the pie, and that's all.
Yeah, so actually, you two probably end up over here then? Is that a good
I'm
spot for you?
quite
I'll
happy
leave it
here.
up to you,
Yeah,
Animal,
yeah.
where you want to be, because
I'm
Flint
there,
will
basically.
unobligedly just follow and kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat? Actually, I'll come to you two in a second. Okay,
sure.
so Jen and Discount, Draic and Plum. So you wanted to turn into a. What are you turning into?
Well, probably a rat, I guess, because they're smaller than cats and stuff, and easier to get through small spaces. Can chew probably holes into things potentially.
So
maybe go
remind me
check out
how
these
wild
two.
shape works again. Can you communicate with each other when you're in beast form? I don't think you can you? You can't communicate.
No. Hold on, maybe. So I think obviously talk with animals and stuff like that might work, but
You can't use your spells. Can druids use druid spells when they're in beast shape? Beast form?
I don't think so. No.
Starting at second level, you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before. You can use this feature twice. Whilst you transform, your game stats are replaced with the stats of the beast. How long does it last for? Is it an hour?
I think the duration's quite long, potentially. I forget, to be honest.
I don't know why I think it's an hour. Maybe it's just until a second level. It doesn't swimming speed. Round it down. It doesn't
However,
say
you
how.
can't use any of your special senses.
Right.
You had
Yeah.
dark
So
vision.
so if you have dark vision, you won't be able to use that because I don't think rats have. So they have keen
You have a
smell.
good smell.
Yeah,
that's
so you
it.
can smell out things. So if you're both turning into rats. Oh, actually, you do have dark vision. My bad. You've got 30 feet of dark vision on a rat.
Yeah, I was already thinking, like, wait a moment, rats are supposed to live in dark areas.
Yeah, but it's their sense of smell that is better than their sight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can stay in beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level, rounded down.
Okay.
So, well, what? 3, 4? 3. So, an hour and a half. Hour.
An hour. Yeah, so it was an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to pull out the rat thing for this because I haven't primed it and I can't be bothered and it's not going to give
So
you
if we
any-
maybe...
We'll just say if you're both rats, then you're both rats, but you just use your normal character tokens.
Sure.
Okay. that's
So
fine.
which directions are you kind of going?
Well, do you want to take a building each and then come back and meet in the trees with the other two and report on what we find?
Oh my god, we're really splitting this party.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
what trouble can a rat get into? Right?
They have mouse traps.
Well, don't go. You're smart enough not to go in a mouse trap. Anyway, it's a mouse
Are
trap,
you?
not a
They
rat
have a
trap.
cat. Yeah, that's fine. Which building you taking?
I'll take the one to the south of the tree.
All right.
Oh,
And
okay,
I will-
right. Okay. Okay, so I'll do Plum first then. So you're
Hold on.
going into this building here. So this building, there is potential. Actually, roll me investigation check, please. I'm not going to make you roll to get into the building itself. I'm just going to say you've probably found like a crack or something, and you're a rat. You can find a way in. They're made out of wood. Yeah. So inside the building, like you don't really see anything of use. It's actually a shop. That's a store. They've got very sharp materials and metals inside that building. And yeah, basically, there's nothing really else there. There's no sign of anyone other than what you presume is the shopkeeper, or who is like kind of polishing a shield. Roll me a stealth check, please. As the rat. So you have to.
1 second. Yeah, I have it up. I just.
Is stealth dexterity. So it would just be a dex check.
Can I do it straight from there? Okay.
18. Yeah. So yeah, so nobody has noticed. You've been able to like slip through and peek around things, but there's nothing really of use here. You do notice that he has the wrapper, like the wrapper of what was a bron pie, something that you've seen quite a lot, but that has been discarded.
Can the rat smell anything on the wrapper? Because the rats do have a very keen sense of smell, apparently.
Janus. So what is keen smell? I think that's advantage.
Gives you advantage on perception checks.
Perception checks. So if you want to smell the wrapper, you can do. You get an advantage.
I didn't mean to click that. Do I roll it from my normal one?
From. Does the wisdom? The wisdom should stay the same as your wisdom, right? I can never remember how. You see, this is where beast shape gets confusing.
You retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Charisma scores, yeah. So you roll that from plums.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, it was a perception.
Yeah, perception check with advantage. So that's the 20. Yeah, you notice the scent. It's quite a bitter scent. It's obviously some form of meat. You've smelt this, and actually you've tasted this meat before, but not in halfling form. It was when you were in the form of a wolf.
Oh, lovely. Nom 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 nom. All right, well, I guess I will just crinkle my nose and move on so I can relay the information that, they're eating humans.
Okay, so you managed to slip out through the building, and we're going to go over to Drek. So Drek, you've gone down to the farm down there, building. So as you approach, it is actually quite clear that it is a farmhouse. It's quite a big house. It's deceptively a lot bigger than what it is drawn on the map, because I didn't draw it to scale because I'm an idiot. But it's a big house. It's got a lot of ways in. So first off, I'd like you to roll me a stealth check, please. So it would be dexterity as the rat, I think, for stealth.
Right, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't get your +1. So that would be 14. I will take the 14. I will be kind and take the 14, because really it should have been 10, but I'll take it. So you slip in, and it doesn't look like anyone has noticed. You do hear voices in the background. There is quite a shrill woman shouting. Hey, will you just get a goddamn move on and get the goddamn butter? You need to be baking the pies better. Get the oven stoked. She is, the voice is coming from downstairs.
Okay.
You stupid little child.
All right. Can I sort of crawl round the edges somewhere, like the stairs, and have a look down?
Yep.
See what's going on?
So as you go around one of the edges, someone you didn't notice before opens a door into the room that you're currently in, and looks directly down. Hey, Azelma, we got rats again.
All right, I'm getting a knife.
She yells back.
Not with a knife.
I'll,
The man like picks up like a wooden stick or some form of mace like thing. It's not an actual mace, but it's like something that would hang around like a mace. It's probably some farmer's tool of some kind. And
right.
he starts chasing you. So I would like
right,
you to roll an initiative, please.
Okay. Will that be as the rat or initiative?
As the rat.
Yes.
Oh, you don't have a character token, do you, on that? That's intelligence. Hold on. Right, I am actually gonna...
Sorry.
Just for the sake...
Sorry.
Well, you can like click on his Drea
speed.
character and change it to whatever the rat's number is.
Yeah.
I can.
So it would be
Yes.
dexterity.
I can do that. But where is Drake? I can't actually even see Drake on the map.
I'm down by
Farm?
the farmhouse at the bottom.
Why can't I see you down there?
I don't know.
Oh, I can. No. This is why. Hold on. Because I've got things over the top of it. Because you put it like right in... Here, I'll show you.
I didn't mean to do that.
Wrong
rat.
There.
Okay, that's useful. Where's that on mine?
You just hit rat.
Just hit rat. Oh, right. Oh, brilliant. Cheers, thank you. Oh, but I need the token now first, though.
Yeah. I know. I'm not doing a very good job of doing this myself because I can't remember how to do it. Ugh.
It's going fine.
I know, it's fine. It's because... It's fine. I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out for you. Well, Drake is 2. So we got Azelma here. Why does that come up as thug? You're not meant to say thug. It's meant to say Azelma. That's fine. It also says thug. I don't understand. Why? I should be able to change these, right? Oh, I don't like the turn order. Anyway, you can kind of see with the... it shouldn't say thug. It should say... Oh, actually, you can't even see thug there anyway. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Things and stuff.
Right, add. So I want... Right, that one's Drake. We'll do that. What was your initiative roll, Drake?
The rat roll was
13.
intelligence 13. 13. Yep. Thank you.
Do you see their names?
I don't see their names. I see the pictures.
Okay, fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now we've got... okay, so we're going to have to do this a little bit more theatre of mind because I don't actually have a map for this. So in terms of like movements and things, we'll say the rooms are probably like 10 to 15 foot by 10 to 15 foot kind of thing. So if you wanted to go through from one side of the room to the other, it takes 15 feet. To get through a doorway, for you, you're fine because you're a rat at the moment. So you'd be able to just like go underneath the door kind of thing. For them, it's going to take an extra 5 feet.
Okay.
just because they've got to open the door and then keep going, kind of thing. So I'm counting it as difficult terrain. Zelma, she's coming from downstairs. She's about probably 40 feet away, kind of thing. So we've got the man, which you don't know first how much. So he runs up to you, and he has like this mace style farm weapon. It's not a mace, but for this, it is going to be say mace. He actually attacks twice. So the 22, I presume, hits.
I would think so. Armor class 10, yep.
So that's 7 bludgeoning damage.
Well, I've got a hit point, so...
Uh-oh.
It's
1d4 minus 1.
yeah, minus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I reappear as Drake.
So it hits you square on the back of your rat form, and immediately, you change back into Drake, and then you take 6 damage as Drake. If that makes sense.
Yep.
He stops for a minute and says, "Hey, the rat turned into a human. What are you doing here? What are you doing sneaking around?" He's holding a second attack at the moment. Because he's got multi-attack, so he can attack twice.
Take a second. Ow! What was that for?
What are you doing sneaking around?
Looking for food. What are you doing attacking people?
There ain't no food here. I'm not attacking you. You was a rat. And he's going to swing his mace again at you. Actually, the second attack was the 11. Sorry.
Okay. I think the 11 would miss.
Okay, yeah. So then he goes again and kind of misses, hits the wall probably, because you're in close quarters at the moment. You're not prone either, so you didn't like turn back into yourself on the floor. You turned back into yourself and was able to stand up like immediately. So you're able to kind of dodge out the way, and then he hits the wall behind you. From downstairs, you hear like some stairs, bang, 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 something coming upstairs, and then Azelma, who was identified as Azelma, she comes barging through the door, and she says, "Hey, who's that?" Pulls out she has a heavy crossbow in hand and points it at you. Like she points it directly at you. Gustav says, "He's stealing our food." And
I said, "Whoa! I ain't got no. I ain't stolen no food."
What you doing in here then?
Looking for food.
Told you, stealing our food. Roll me a persuasion check. I'll give you this as a side thing.
As a what? Sorry.
As like a side thing without.
Okay. Sorry, I'll take advantage of.
Persuasion.
18.
Well, we ain't
no shop. You can't come in here and take your food. Take our food.
All right.
Get out.
No,
get out.
No, I'm out. I'm on my way. I'm out. I'm going. And with that, I'll scurry out the door.
I'll let you drop initiative. Sure. And then you head out the door.
Rubbing me head. All right. Well, I mean, are they watching from the doorway or?
Well, they can. Yeah, they're looking out the window now. They're watching where you go. But we're going to pause there because.
All right.
Yeah.
Cliff and Flint.
Yeah.
So you'd probably hear commotion because you're quite close to that farmhouse. You'd probably hear the commotion, and you'd probably hear them shouting and things like that. And then the next thing, as you look up after you've finished all your pies. By the way, actually, can I have 5 Constitution checks, please? Constitution saving throws. 5.
Okay. Wait. This button, that button, that button, that, and that. Uh-oh.
Roll me a... well, actually, okay, so the first pie, very fine, very normal. Still bitter, but you ate it. The second pie, it's not as good. The third pie, you bite into it, and there's a very weird bone in it. It's about the size of a thumb or a finger, that sort of a bone. So it's quite a big bone. You bite into it, and it cracks one of your teeth, right?
I thought so. Yeah.
Roll me a 1d4 for that one.
Boop.
You take 4 damage, and one of your teeth fall out. Okay, so I presume at that point, the 4th Constitution, that would be for the next pie. Would you continue eating?
The teeth.
So that was after the 3rd pie. Would
I stop.
You stop.
I would stop because my teeth hurt. That's not fun.
Yeah.
And I've been there before, I would guess.
So you've got 2 pies left.
Not losing teeth, but at least, having... Yeah.
Sure. But anyway, so your tooth has just fallen out, and at kind of just after that moment, you hear Drake you hear the commotion, you see him stumble out because you've kind of kept that house in the sight line, and Flint kind of looks up, stupid dwarf, and kind of goes over to Drake, starts heading over.
Okay. I'm trying.
Stay back.
As I look down again at trying to find where my teeth fell, I think I would have a hard time finding it between all the grass and foliage at this point.
Roll me a.
Perception?
It's perception check here.
11.
Yeah, you can find your teeth. Pick it back up.
Okay, so where's my teeth? Where's it? Ah, there it is, and I grab it. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this though.
Right.
Trying to put it back in, not working. Okay, let's put it in my pockets, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, the man walks out of the house, and the woman stands in the doorway, and he's saying, "What are you doing there?" And then, as he says that, Flint walks up to you, Drake, and just starts drinking, "Hey, Azelma, he's got little hobbit thing."
What do you mean, little hobbit thing?
He's got little hobbit thing.
As this is happening, I start stumbling towards the building itself as well.
Towards the building? Sure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Place
I'm
your
supposed to defend Flint. And I think he went that way, so I should walk over to there.
I'm gonna put you on a pause. So all of this, as all of this is happening, Plum, you're now leaving the building up to the north, and you're still in rat form. You can hear the commotion going on down the street, and you kind of see Drake stumble down. You see Cliff just walking away from where he was supposed to be staying still, and Flint's not there anyway.
I'm gonna, I guess, try to discreetly turn back into my regular form and head towards Drake.
Sure. Okay, so Cliff and Plum, roll me the initiative, please. I'm actually going to go back up to the top of the turn order. Oh.
Oh.
I didn't add mine.
Did you have your
There
character
we go.
token?
I did, though.
Oh,
2.
Weird.
It's
Oh
not
well,
2, it's
I'll
15.
Change it. Yeah.
Yeah, good thing.
Cliff is after Drake. So Plum, I'm not gonna do Flints. So for Flints for this one, we'll just imagine he's in the back. Well, actually, do we
Pass
want?
out.
No, I mean I don't want him to story-wise pass out. Like I feel like he would still try and help you. So I will roll initiative for Flint, and I'll try and play his character.
I got
a
an
little bit.
idea. What if we suggest to Flint that he play us a tune for the battle?
No, it's okay. I can handle Flint's character. I can do that.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I need his character token out though, don't I? So Flint is now there. I was gonna make Flint kind of wander off, but actually I think have him being with the party this entire time, just kind of drinking, is more better character growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so so Flint. So he walks over to Drake. He kind of looks at Drake, and he asks you, "Are these people bothering you?"
Yeah, maybe. They might have a boy as well.
I got
Like,
boy.
quietly.
The stupid dwarf has lost his tooth. Stupid dwarf. He goes,
Very Kath.
takes it. Yeah. I can do Kath's characters. I know them very well.
I mean, you've been hanging around with Kat for a long time, I guess.
I
as
have.
well. That helps.
Yeah, so he looks down at the people and he says, "Hey, why don't you go about your own way?" Can't do his voice very well, though. I don't think Kath can do his voice very well.
Maybe.
And he's gonna like kind of point at. Sorry, I'm looking at what Kath can do. He's pointing at this guy here, and he's gonna cast Vicious Mockery. You have no hair on your head, stupid human. So that's a Wisdom saving throw, which means I need. Oh no, it's okay. It's fine. Wisdom saving throw. That's the Wisdom saving throw. So that was a 10. What was the DC save? 14. So it's 2 psychic damage. Cool. And like his head like starts splitting and he like goes down. Well, he doesn't go down, but he's like he's clearly in pain. Plum, your turn.
All right, I am going to. Oh, God. Run up towards them. I can go that far, right? That's.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's 25 feet, so you'd be good.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, well, I thought we weren't gonna be doing anything about killing anybody. What's going on?
Tell that to the halfling. Tell that to your halfling friend. But they got a boy in there.
Here
That's
we go
what I found
again.
out before they discovered me.
All right, I'm gonna like roll up my sleeves here and.
Cliff, you can't
So-
move. You can't move. You're in initiative.
Okay,
You
I
need
was,
to go
I was
back.
thinking I was there, but okay, I'm here.
You can move on your turn.
Okay.
All right. Well,
No.
I guess we're just gonna get on with it then.
Mm-hmm.
Cast. Maybe. There we go. Ice knife towards the dude.
Oh, I don't think that's a hit. Do you know what I need to do? I need to get that out.
Put it back on normal.
I might have made this fight a bit too hard.
That's fine.
What was the roll? 8.
8.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Whereabouts are you? What direction? I presume it's
Right towards the
in
dude.
that direction. So it just goes straight past him and carries on going, and then explodes like 60, about 30 feet behind him, kind of thing. And now it is.
So nobody has to make the dexterity
No.
saving throw because it missed completely.
Yeah, it missed. It went straight past him. So the range on that spell is 60 feet. So it kind of like, the way I saw it is that after the 60 feet, it just explodes anyway because it didn't make contact with anything. If that makes sense.
Building?
There's no buildings behind him. It's just like a path that goes on. Because you're kind of like... You see what I mean?
Okay.
This little bit here is like a porch that leads out, so there's not like any walls or anything there. This is solid wall. The woman is standing between the door at the moment. She's kind of like... She's still got a crossbow. So yeah, no. Unfortunately, it didn't do anything, and there's no save to make it. So the man will move, and he's gonna head towards Flint with his club in hand, and he's going to attack. That does a 14 hit. Animal. No, sorry, Flint. It's Flint, not animal. Fuck. 14
not, I
does
wouldn't think.
hit.
Ooh, ouch.
So that's 3 damage. Okay. That's the end of his turn. As Mel, she actually has advantage on this next attack roll. So she's going to use her crossbow. Oh god, why did I should have just made this one character sheet. And she's aiming it at you, Plum, because you just threw the ice knife. 20.
As advantage? Yeah, I mean, obviously that hits.
So you take... It hits you right in the shoulder, and you take 9 damage. You're hurt. You're really hurt. But yeah. Then, Drake, your turn.
I guess I'm gonna chuck an ice knife back as well. Give it a go.
At her,
Yeah, the one shooting.
Go for it. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so that hits. So wait, so is roll me the damage for that, and then she'll take the full brunt.
So 11.
Yeah, so this hits her right in the chest, and it explodes and literally shatters her entire, like, kind of chest. She goes, ah! And kind of like falls down, but is still kind of holding that crossbow. But she is not looking good.
Okay.
Okay, then it's my turn.
It's now your turn.
Okay. I've had it with this bloody town. These people are insane. They put bones in pies. What is this for place? Ah! And I'm turned into a rage, basically. In
Sure.
the
The
process.
dwarf gets angered very easily.
Yeah! Especially when his food is not good. So he storms at the man and
You can
basically
just
tries to
make
whack
it.
him
Yep.
with a warhammer,
Sure.
basically.
Yes. So do your rolls.
Sure thing. Let's see. What was rage again? Okay. I think it's just. I do have advantage, right? Because he is surrounded.
Yep. You get
Oh, yeah.
advantage.
Okay. So I do this. 18 and 14.
Roll
So
damage.
18 hits.
The 14 hits as well.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Okay. 12.
What? So in like pretty much immediately, like you run up yelling about bones and toes and whatever. I don't know what else you said. And
Bones
how
and
do you want to
teeth.
do it, Animal?
Yeah. Leave my friend alone, you bastard! And I smack him with my hammer.
And he falls to the floor, dead.
Yay!
One shot killed him. Yeah, they hit hard, but they are quite squishy. Actually, yeah. But anyway, so she's still going. As Zelma over there, and as her husband falls to the floor dead, she goes, "You bastard!" and yells out. It's now Flint's turn. So Flint is a little bit confused, turns around to Plum, and is going to cast. Oh, wait, no. Yes, here it is. He's going to cast Cure Wounds on you, Plum. So you get 7 healing. And as a bonus, he's going to drink from his. And then just stay there.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to look at the dwarf and say, "Stupid dwarf." And that's the end of his turn.
I have murdered the idiot!
Plum, your turn.
Yell out to her and be like, "Listen, this is 4 against 1. Your husband's dead. Do you really want to continue this? All we want is a little elf child. And we hear that you have him." I don't know if we actually heard that, but I'm assuming you have him. I don't know. I don't think I've got relayed that information now that I think about it.
I don't think you
I
have.
said they had a boy. I didn't say
No,
I
you
think
didn't.
you said it
That's
to
right.
Flint. You didn't say it to Plum.
Yeah. I think it
I don't know
was
what's
you.
going on here right now, but let's call a ceasefire and try to work this out.
I think it might be tidier if we just knock her off. Just saying. Like,
Yeah.
Listen, we can do that in just a minute. I'm just trying to get us through the door.
Can I do the killing?
What is her response to us arguing about killing her or not?
I mean, she's like splurting blood out of her mouth. So at the moment, she's not really saying anything. She's like, she's still threatening with the crossbow.
Okay. Let's see here. How do I do this?
I think she would look.
So you can
very
only move
scared.
25 feet.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be able to
I'm
get the whole way.
going to like slowly approach her and then take what's his face's advice and just throw my dagger at her.
Sure. Roll me your dagger as a ranged. Actually, I think it comes up anyway. Yeah, roll me an attack with your dagger, and we'll say you're throwing it. Which dagger are you using?
My normal dagger. I'm not going to use my magma.
You have a normal
Cosmo
dagger?
mug.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, I thought it was a silver dagger. No, that's what Flint's got. That's fine.
Like Flint, I think, like picked it off of a body and gave it to me.
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, so your normal one. Yeah, it hits her in the pretty much the exact spot where Drake's ice knife hit. Roll me damage. That's not damage. You have to
Dang it.
hit the dagger in the
Click
chat
it.
box.
Yeah.
Are we sure we can't do that as damage?
It's not.
Should be a
okay,
1d4.
Sorry.
Yeah,
There we
and she before she dies, she says,
You bastard! Half breed!
and then she just like lets up, collapses on the porch, and is also dead. Blood everywhere. You all get 100 XP. Wait, no, was it? What was this one? This was 200 XP each.
Okay.
Suggest I'll give Cliff a nod and say, "Can you take the body and drag it into the
Exactly.
wood?"
I was gonna say the exact same thing. Dwarf, go grab
thing.
that body. Let's hide this shit.
Then come meet us in the house maybe in a minute.
Literally what I do is I grab the body by the arms and I fling it over my shoulders and I walk into the wood.
You walk into the wood.
Yeah, next to basically to the what's it called? To the east of me.
Yep, sure. You're not taking
And I
it back into the
dump
house
the
then?
body somewhere over there. No.
Nah, chuck it in the woods. Be
Okay.
fine.
Sure.
There
Okay.
we go.
Roll me.
You guys in the middle of the morning, like.
I would say now it's coming up to midday, so the
Okay, midday.
yeah, the village is definitely more awake than what it was. Roll me a. So you're trying to hide the body? Are you trying to hide the body, or are you just literally dumping it?
I only got told to just dump it in the forest. not
Okay,
to
so
hide
roll
it.
me a strength check, athletics check, please. To be able to pick up the, it's a big human that's like twice your size, and he's a farmer, so
What a
he weighs quite a
advantage.
lot. Yeah, you can drag him. You can't like pick up the body, but you can drag him quite
Okay.
easily. And you're just
So-
leaving him there.
Yeah. And as I put the
Roll me
body
a
down,
d20,
like,
please, animal.
yeah, hold on. Because when I put the body down there, I just say to the body like, okay, now you should just nice and tidy and quiet, okay? Good.
I still need the d20 though.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's just to see how well where you've placed it. Yeah, okay. So actually, it is probably in a fairly okay place. But anyway, that was more for my thing. So yeah, you talk to the body, and then you leave it and come back in the middle of the road. We're now out of initiative.
Okay.
All right, I think we should maybe head into the house and have a
Yeah.
quick look round. There was
Grab
a boy
this
in there
body
apparently.
too.
And as you walk into the house, that is where the session is going to end.
Yay!
Okay.
Yeah. Just because I've got like 20 minutes before the football starts. And but actually, I think this is a good place to stop
Yeah, for
because
sure.
this is an interesting place without too much story, and we haven't actually gone through. We've done like a page of what I prepped, which I'm quite pleased with. So
Cool.
Sorry,
Nice.
didn't mean to hit that either. I'm just trying to look into
pretty
my fucking.
good. That was fun. Did you enjoy that? How was that? A little bit more roleplay
That's good.
again. There was a little bit of combat, but
I liked it.
yep.
I liked it. Adventures of the Pie is like, wait a moment.
I
These
think you
pies are gonna
picked
be
up on
made
that
out of
very
babies.
quickly. To be fair,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the inn had a bit of a tip off in the name.
Yeah.
What did I name it?
I can't remember. I just remember going, "Oh right, yeah, okay." It's one of
Red
those-
Log
those
Inn,
are names.
Red Log Inn or something. Red Hut Inn.
something like
something
that. Yeah.
red. Yeah. That
I
wasn't
mean,
actually. That was improvised. I didn't actually name the inn.
they're eating children is what I got out of this, and the pies have meat in them. So,
Certainly have fingers in them, seemingly.
sus. Yeah. And then I was like, so these 5 pie are gonna have children meat in them or whatever. Human meat.
Not cute. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Likely.
Because we're still going.
Something sentient, civilization-esque people meat, basically.
You may or may not be a cannibal.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
You may or may not be a cannibal.
Yes. This is fine.
I will actually say this, Animal. If you'd have continued to eat the pies after you found the bone and you figured out what it was, I would have made you roll for an evil check to change the status of your character, which is not good. Like if you have to do that, then you get like huge. If you change your alignment like mid-campaign, you can have like a huge disadvantage on your actual character. So you do have to be careful of that. But yeah, I would. Did I give you your experience from that? Yeah, so it's 200 XP
200.
each.
I will note it down.
Awesome. So just for the VOD stuff, we did change the way that the XP system was working a little bit, just because it's taking them a little bit too long to level up, and I want to
like
get
saying
into
we're
some of the
in
good
session 6.
villains in D&D. I don't want them to get stuck in like level 3 forever and ever and ever. So if because that had challenge rating 1/2, which I actually nerfed it a little bit as well, because I gave them like half of their HP, because they were supposed to have like 30 HP, and the way that was going, he could have killed like Flint straight away, and I don't want that, not especially when he's not here. So I like nerfed them, and that was only 1/2 challenge rating. So we might change the way that we do leveling up. I might just decide, right, no, the next level. Let's go to the next level kind of thing. But we're not quite there yet, I don't think. Just for reference for me, how much XP do you guys have?
1641, I believe. Top of my head. Let me look.
Today?
1660
Overall.
1661 numbers.
So you'll all have different now, because Drake wouldn't have got
Yeah.
XP for when he wasn't here, for when Discount wasn't here.
1911 for me.
Whoa.
And I have now
Including today's session.
1871 with today's stuff.
1871.
How many
Wait.
units? 80. Oh, fun.
So that means that Animal hasn't been recording his experience points. That's what that is telling me.
I thought I had.
1871, I think, sounds right.
And so close to animals that I feel like maybe one of us just missed something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change to 1871 then.
Yeah. I'll give you the higher score. I'm not quite sure how Drake's got more than you guys, because he missed a session.
We still
Yeah,
gave
but
it
so
to
did
him.
Janice.
Oh,
I
did
feel like
we?
he still got all of the XP, like because like he participated in those fights.
Yes.
You rolled for him.
Yes, I did.
So-
Okay, yeah, no, I updated his character sheet. Right, okay, everyone have Drake's experience right now then. Kath doesn't get that.
1911.
1911. Okay,
1911.
cool. Because then from now on out, I won't do that. Actually, well, I don't know. I'm a little bit torn. I think maybe we should, because the characters are getting the experience. If that makes sense.
I feel like if you are actively rolling
Rolling
for us,
for it,
then we
yeah.
should get it.
Okay, so
What
I'm
if you
gonna
come up
add
with a
that
side
to Flint's then. No, because otherwise I will forget.
Because like there was a time where Flint got kidnapped or by Jakob and stuff, where that didn't make sense, where he got XP for all that fighting. But
Yeah.
I think if you come up with something,
Yeah.
no. If you roll for them, yes.
Yeah. So, Flint has 1853 right now. Flint the Bard.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so your next level up is 2,700. So actually we're get in there. Like, we could get there hopefully fairly quickly, maybe.
Depending on how murdery we get. Which
Well,
with our case,
like I
very
said,
likely.
there are other things that you can gain XP from not murdering, right? So there's other story elements. Every so
could have
often,
sucked the boy out.
well, you still haven't, you haven't smuggled him out. So if you smuggle him out of there and you complete the quest, then I'll give you X amount. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm going to give you, but I'm going to give you X amount. Anyway, that is where we finish the session today. How did you find it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. We had a laugh.
The little bit more story building, world building for me, I think, was involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do more idiotic stuff.
I did get to reprise my role of one of my D&D characters, which is pretty cool.
Almost mentioned about the boat, but I thought, no, I'll leave the boat.
The boat. Oh, yeah, that's
The boat.
Dilligast, right? Yeah. Well, actually, Dilligast originally was... he was a D&D character. I used him on that boat thing with Animal, didn't I? I forgot about that.
Yeah, my one session.
Yeah, the one shot that you did. Travelers
Yeah, that's
something.
that worked.
Yeah. So there you go. Nice little nod to the past for that. I always like bringing out Dilligast. He's fun. He's a fun character to have. But yeah.
Glad to see his memories improved.
He lives in multiple universes somehow. Different versions of him.
Yep, he does.
He's just Dumbledore.
He's just a Dumbledore. Well, No, the Dilligast, because I've got a lot of, like... Actually, I don't remember if I might have told you, actually. I might have told you when we played Traveler's Rest thing. So Dilligast originally was a character that had lost a part of his mind. Because he sold his soul to a demon to get power. But instead of being a warlock, he was a wizard. So it's kind of like that combination there. Instead of being the warlock, he was actually more of a wizard. So he did wizard spells and things like that, but actually was being used by like the main villain of this campaign for like the longest time. But so anyway, long story short, he ended up being the villain, fought the rest of the party and got annihilated straight away because he's a wizard against like a barbarian, so he got like sliced in half like straight away. But that was the end of Dilligast in that version. But there's more stuff going on. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I just brought a random character back just for the fun of it. Which is...
Who knows? Ooh.
No, it was the second one. I have no plan for Dilligast. He's not coming back. It's like, yeah.
He went to sail to the island and then he sank and died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, the map, you do have that. I will get better versions of that, and we will be playing on that as kind of like a hexagonal way of playing the game. I don't know if you guys have played with the hexagonal travel before, where you can do like...
Not really.
So basically, with the region maps, there's a type of map that you can use in D&D, where if you're traveling long distance, which I would consider that these regional maps are quite long distance, you can move like 4 hexagonal pieces per day kind of thing. So we'll be using that for the next couple of sessions kind of thing, once you leave M. Actually, it might be 8 per day. I can't remember. I'll do it all before then. So yeah. We got hexadecimal map coming, which will be pretty fun, but I do need to finish that. That's going to take a while. The next stream for the Tales of Mercia, Fallen Kingdom, I believe, is the 7th of January, right?
Yeah.
Because we're not doing...
Christmas Eve.
Well, we're not doing
No.
Christmas Eve. I'm
I
working
wouldn't think
Christmas
so, no.
Eve, so like that's... You guys can do it, but I'm not doing it. But I presume you're all doing stuff.
But hey, that's the week we win.
Yeah.
Yes, that actually works really well.
Yeah.
I will be gone the 21st, though, FYI.
The 21st. Well, I was going to say, I
Well, maybe.
don't necessarily want to do it on the 31st on New Year's Eve either, unless you guys want to do it. If you guys want to, we could do that. We can talk about that.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah. Because that is a Saturday. I just realized that falls on a Saturday, and I usually do my long stream on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but the problem is
That's fine.
I will be a family.
Yeah, no, that's okay then. No, that's fine. If you're busy,
Yeah, let's do
then
our own thing.
Yeah, do your own thing. That's fine. I will. Yeah, but so the next one is the 7th, and then in January, it will be best for me if we swap the Saturdays round. If that's all right with everyone else.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. So then it will be the 7th, and then we can talk whether we do it on the 14th or the 28th. It depends on when people are free.
Sounds good.
Cool. That's it, I think. I can't think of anything else. Is there any final words of wisdom? Discount.
It's not a proper pie if it doesn't have a lid.
Any final words of wisdom, Animal?
Don't chuck your teeth into a pie that tastes weird.
Ooh, yes, that bitter taste of the pie. Any final words of wisdom, Janice?
Game is fucking rigged.
It really is.
Dwarf gets all these like
yeah,
high
amazing
rolls.
rolls, and you have like your rolls have not been great through the entire campaign. Like you got all sorts of bad rolls there.
I just think it's amazing. It's so amazing that
Yeah.
he just randomly comes up with these ideas and just gets nats 20 on them.
Yeah. City secrets. You know the secret patterns flow to cities and confine passages through urgent sprawls. Ah, I didn't know you had that.
I do, but it doesn't help me out in the country.
No, but that's actually really good if we get back to a city. So you'll have to remind me of that because I'll forget that. Anyway, I think that's the end of the session. Say bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
We survived, kind of. Yay.
Bye.